Good evening, everybody. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. I'm Zuri Bibi, and I'm just going to talk for a little bit. I normally don't talk about myself, but I think for tonight, I'm going to start the reading just talking. I even wrote some things down so I wouldn't get jumbled up, but it's going to get jumbled up because that's just the way it goes. Um, I'll talk about how I even got to this point in my life, being here. Um, I usually do my light worker or starseed work in the 3D, but I decided to come on YouTube, to do some work. I thought it would be beneficial. I'd meet, more people. I can reach more people and do things. It's been real deep. I'll come back to that. I'll come back. Um, I've known I've been different since I was a child. Um, because of this, a lot of things happened to me. I've gone through a lot of stuff that I've never talked to people about, or some of the stuff I've talked to people about, but most of it I haven't. Um, I can't say I've dreamt. I didn't know what a twin flame or DM, DF. I didn't know what any of that stuff was, but I always dreamt about a man that would be in my life. And I would have certain dreams about me and this man doing certain things. I mean, I was a little kid. I didn't really think nothing about it, but it was just weird. I would have these dreams about this man in my life and doing certain things in my life and having certain experiences and stuff that I didn't really even understand at that time. I didn't understand it, which I do now. Um, but it was just weird as a kid. I didn't, I was trying to process it. I just didn't understand what it was. And I actually do have an idea what's going to happen if things don't. Well, whatever. Won't get into that. But anyway, when I did talk about the things that happened to me as a child to family members or people, they would say, "Oh, just get over it. You should be over that. That shouldn't have affected you the way that it should. And why you keep talking about it and this, that, and that." And so I just stopped talking about it. And with me not talking about it, probably caused some other issues and other parts of my journey made me make decisions that I probably wouldn't have made um, had I had the right person to talk to. Um, my journey would have been a little different. Not saying that it was totally bad, but it wasn't good either. Um, as I got a little older, I decided to, I was raised Catholic. You know, most of the kids on my block either didn't go to church or they were Baptist or something else. I didn't even know what none of that was. But I was raised Catholic. I knew that wasn't where I was supposed to be. I was changing the lyrics up to the hymns or changing the rhythm to the hymns and all kind of stuff. And I'd get looked at strange by the older little white ladies and men in the church. And I knew it was something because my mother wouldn't even go to church. She would drop me off and then go back home. This was after my father passed away. My father passed away when I was 9. That's a whole another story. Um, and so when I got of age to get up out of there, I was like, I ain't going back to that place no more. So I left Catholic church. I think I've been to quite a few churches in my lifetime. I've seen quite a few different things that were kind of weird, but at the same time, it was what it was for those people. It wasn't for me. Um, but what I did notice is that The same kind of bad stuff that was happening out in the world was happening in church. Jealousy, stealing, lying, cheating. And this wasn't the members, this was the leadership. So at this point in my life, I'm kind of churched out. I mean, I'll visit a church, but I don't know if I'm going to be a member of a church. It was other kind of stuff that I saw that just didn't rub me the right way. Um, but I do believe in a higher source. I do believe in a higher power. But I believe in talking to myself. And I figured all this out before I got the package. I knew on my journey of going to all these different things that everything I needed was in me. And I can actually say that because for a while when I was in the Facebook realm, which I don't even go over there anymore. That's Karmic Heaven. Karmic Haven. It's a Karmic Haven. Sodom and Gomorrah over there. I don't even go over there anymore. I didn't take the page down, but I don't go over there anymore. A lot of karmic stuff happened to me over there. And it just, not that I was running. Well, maybe I did run away. I guess I did run away. But I just didn't want to deal with that stuff. Why be in a place that's hurting you, or around people who are hurting you or triggering you and all that other kind of stuff? Why deal with that? I decided to leave. Let me see. Anyway, while all this stuff is going on, even Facebook stuff too, I met a gentleman who I come to find out is my DM. I didn't know it at the time. Those were the technical names, but I know who he is in my life, and I know who I am in his, and the journey is still continuing. We've been on the journey for a while. We've been triggering each other. Right now we're at a triggering moment. He's doing his thing and I'm doing mine, which is cool. I'm happy. But while all this was going on, I ended up buying a package. It was called at the time the gym package. Now they call it the Get Your Masculine package. But I did not buy it for that. I already had my masculine. We were already in union, as they say. We were already doing that kind of stuff. So I wasn't buying it more so to get in union with him. I decided to use it more so for me, to get in union with me, so that I can heal a lot of the things that happened as a child, which I didn't know was called inner child healing. Now, getting on to that, I'll talk about the package. The package will help you heal your inner child wounds. Yes, it will. And it'll help you get in union with yourself, which I already said. Also, once you begin working on your inner child wounds and whatever the traumas, or whatever you want to call it, you can then start working on manifesting. I'm already a manifester. I know how to do that too, but I was doing it a different way. I can think of something or say something and it can happen, but a lot of times I would do it like at the last minute. And I don't want to just do it at the last minute. I want, once I started reading the package, it explained how I can do it at a better rate, more purposeful, instead of just doing it erratically, because that's kind of how it was. I can honestly say that I have changed that. It's not as erratic as it was, because I understand the science of it now. It makes more sense. And because I was already doing a lot of the things already on there, like I said, I'm a little different. Most people that meet me, they either like me or they don't like me, or they kind of, because for some reason I can see things in people that they don't want me to see. And when I was a kid, I would blurt those things out and then I'd get beat for it. Um, and it got to the point where I just stopped talking about it. But even when I meet adults, and it could be adults, face to face adults, it was people on Facebook, people on YouTube. I can tell what's going on with you. I can tell if you're lying. I can tell if you're sincere. I can tell if you don't like me. It's just something that I know. It's just something that I feel. And it's just my experience on YouTube has been very different. I'll go back to what I was gonna say. Um, Recently, I was dealing with anger in 3D. Oh, anger on Facebook. That's why I don't go over there. I was ready to just cuss a whole bunch of people out over there, DM included. Um, and on here is deep. You know, the lying and cheating and shystiness here on YouTube is, wow, it's deep. Um, you say you're going to do something, I tell somebody something, and then the next thing I hear, they're doing it. And not only are they doing it, everybody else under them are doing it too. Um, it is what it is. I don't argue about it, but in another world, another time in my life, I might have cussed them out or said something. But I've evolved from that. Um, Another time, I probably would have just deleted them and just said, oh, bump that. I'm beyond that in my life too. At this point in my life, I put whoever comes against me or does something to me, I put them in the hands of God, and then I just leave it alone. I mean, that's the best thing to do. Um, I think. Let me see. What else do I want to say? I think that I'm more so gravitating to where I am in my life is because I do believe, like the patent, I'll talk about this in the package, is your outdated belief systems. And it's not even that they're outdated, is that they're not even yours. It's something that you were told. Your parents told you stuff, the teacher tell you stuff, the church tell you stuff, the law tell you stuff. Everybody's telling you something that they're saying. But what are you telling yourself? What guidance are you using? Because you do have a guidance. There's a guidance that speaks to you, but some people ignore it. I know I knew it. I remember hearing it clearly as a kid, and that's what got me in trouble a lot of times, because the other people around me did not understand it, and so they retaliated. Kids in school retaliated. The adults, as I was growing up, retaliated against it. Um, just it's a lot. People that you thought you could trust. No. So I've been working on my inner child for years, but I didn't know that it was the inner child. That's not the official name that it was called. When I just started trying to deal with myself, trying to deal with the issues. And because I can even say, when I was a Catholic, the first time when, people who are Catholic or understand, when you do first confession, is when you get to a certain point where You go and you talk to the priest and you confess your sins. You seen them in the movies how they do it. They go in the little box and the priest will be on one side and you be on the other. I ain't even want to tell that man nothing. I really didn't. Father Muir, I'll never forget his name. He's pretty cool, but I just didn't want to tell him. I didn't feel right with that. Something about that didn't sit right with me. About me telling him. So I made up some lie, something. I don't know. Lord forgive me for that. But I wasn't telling him. I wasn't telling that man nothing. I know whatever it is that I need to heal me is inside. Or whatever I need, I know how to find it for myself. I don't have to go to somebody else to give it to me. And that's the other thing that I didn't like about the church. They always constantly, you have to go back, you have to go back, you have to go back. They give you just enough to get you high, you know. And then they say, well, you know, then you got to come back next Sunday. Something about that ain't right. But anyway, I'm rambling, but I will move over to the reading. And I don't know how it's gonna really turn out. I'm gonna turn the this tripod I have. I'm gonna update my tripod. Tripod is all right. I think I want to update it where I want a remote. I want to upgrade some stuff. But for right now, for me getting started, let me say this. I don't even, like I've said it before, but this might be your first time watching this video. This might be your first time watching me. Up until about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I never played with the cards. Never really thought about it. I knew about them, but I never played with them. I think somebody in my family, this is an ancestor. Somebody done popped up and showed me how to do some stuff. Because I didn't know nothing about this. My mother probably would have beat me half to death if she knew I knew how to do this. She already was scary, and it was already, like I said, it was already other stuff going on. But anyway, the reading I want to do, I normally I would use tarot cards, but this time I'm going to do I'm just going to use Oracle decks. Oh, yeah, excuse me. It's been, this past weekend, I've done healing. I pretty much have been doing my own self-care, keeping to myself, doing my inner work, and watched a few videos to kind of understand some things. When, a lot of people say, why you shouldn't go watch the video. I don't really necessarily watch the video per se for the message. I'm looking at what's going on, how they do the placement of the cards, see how that rings in my head, does it make sense to me? Sometimes how they explain the card, I might look at that. But as far as me really listening to the message per se, no. Even though sometimes I do listen, because the divine masculine does talk. He will sneak a word in there. I do know that it's him. He want me to hear this message because I ain't paying attention to him right now. But like I said, I'm going to do a deeper insight reading using the Crystal Mandala Oracle. And then I'm going to use some other Oracle decks to figure out some things. I necessarily don't have to be on camera for this part. So I'm going to turn it around. This one I need the remote so I could do that. Alright. So the first question, because it's a three card spread, and what do I need to know? So what do you all need to know? I already did this for myself before I came on camera, so I know what I need to do, but it might tell me something else I need to do. So what do I need to do now? What, whoever's watching this, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? take a one. Okay. How can I best heal and grow from this? How can you best heal and grow from whatever it is you need to know? Up. This is a new deck, and it is sticky. Very, very, very sticky. I don't know how I feel about it. I got another deck that's like this. And lastly, what are the special gifts and blessings coming to me as I heal now? Let's see. Come on. All right. Okay, so what do you need to know? So whoever watches this video, what do you need to know now? You need to know unconditional trust. So you need to have that unconditional trust. And this is the Ascended Master, Mother Mary, and Celestite. So pretty. And that is number 31. This is unconditional trust. I'm only going to read the first paragraph of this. We bring you the blessing of unconditional trust. There are times when trust comes easily. Perhaps life is proceeding according to some sort of plan, or you have enough memory or enough money to feel safe, sufficient. Let me read that again. Perhaps life is proceeding according to some sort of plan, or you have enough money to feel safe, sufficient prospects on the horizon to feel excited, and enough love in your relationships to feel wanted and valued. Then there are times when it is harder to trust. Perhaps none of the above applies to you. You are lost, feel alone, confused, and without a clear plan or sign of hope ahead. You may be frightened and just want something to lift you out of darkness and into the light. Your mind and perhaps your family and friends might tell you that this is a time that is crazy to trust. They may tell you that you should try to fix yourself, get real, give up, and get on with life. Do not listen to doubts or negativity in others or yourself. It is safe to trust. The Mother Divine is watching over you and will guide you safely into the new life awaiting you now. Wow, so I guess this card is pulling for my energy. So you need to know that you can trust and that you're being watched over. How can you best heal from this? Oh, individuality. This is pretty cool. And this is Angel Lahel and Labradite. And that's number 5. Individuality. So that's how you heal and grow. You'll heal and grow by becoming individuality. We bring you the gift of individuality. As you receive our gift, you will feel safe enough to enjoy the aspects of yourself that truly make you unique, from particular interests to your way of expressing yourself, to what excites and inspires your spirit. Your individuality is the way the divine wishes to manifest itself through you this lifetime. The key to your divine life purpose is to know who you are and to love and accept that self so that you allow natural development and expression in the world to take place. As you accept your individuality, you will understand how natural it is for you to fulfill your life purpose and divine destiny. You will instinctively gravitate towards people, places, and energies that support you in being your bright, true spirit. Something is bothering me because it does not want me to talk. Stop it. Get thee away from me. Demon, get away. You'll grow and express yourself more freely and authentically, and the divine light within shall shine brighter without a veil of fear, confusion, or shame obscuring it. You have no need to compare yourself to any other. You are a unique child of the universe with your own special path and destiny to fulfill. Wow. Okay. It's like every time I try to speak the truth, something happens. Okay, the last card is, what are the special gifts and blessings coming to you as you heal now? Spirit of the Guru Mother, Goddess Durga, and Hematite. I've never seen any of these cards before. This is, like I said, this is a new deck, and I just pull it out and play with it as when I pull it out on camera. 52. uh, Spear of the Goddess of Durga and Hematite. Spear of the Guru Mother. We bring you the empowerment of Spear of the Guru Mother. Sometimes there is so much choice that we struggle to commit. It is often not an issue of unwillingness to make an effort, but concern that the choice might not be the right choice. We might pray to the universe to be shown what to do according to a wisdom greater than our own. Although our free will is always in place, we are able to accept the task divinely given or reject it. The universe answers every prayer. In your heart, you have been asking for guidance to be shown what you need to do in a particular situation, or perhaps more generally in your life at this time. You want to know the best way forward so your actions are in alignment with heaven. In response, you have now become the spirit of the Guru Mother. Interesting. I'm gonna stop now, because I'm trying to keep in accordance with this clock, because I don't want to have it two videos. So I hope this video blessed you in some type of way, even with my own personal testimony. As I, it's going to be new things coming up as well. So that's all. Thank you for stopping by, listening to Healing Conversations with Z. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.